First thing I'm going to do is sort of distribute this exponent, and you can't really, again, it's the wrong word, but it makes the most sense to say distribute. So, and when you distribute its multiplication, so this is x to the negative 9, y to the positive 9. X to the negative 9 needs to be fixed. So he goes to the denominator and becomes x to the positive 9. And then y to the positive 9 stays on top because he was positive already. Any questions about that? Okay. Number 11. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do on number 11 is I'm going to circle this negative exponent, and I'm going to move that to the top. So the top is 2xy cubed. That's what was there originally. And then this guy is going to come to the top and become x to the positive 3. And then 2y squared is on the bottom. Okay. Now I have 2x to the 4th. So notice there's 1x there and 3 x's there, which makes x to the 4th. Y cubed over 2y squared. And 2 over 2 is 1. And what's 3 minus 2? 1. So I have x to the 4th, y to the 1, which is x to the 4th, y. What's wrong? Okay. All right, so take a look at the stamp sheet real quick after you're situated with your 2 warm-ups. Look at your stamp sheet. So today we're going to do X and Y intercepts notes very quickly. Then we're going to do a puzzle in your groups. That is the envelope that I put in the middle of the table. And the homework is the slope digital display. I'm going to start both of these things before I let you go. And I am going to come stamp while you're working the slope practice worksheet, just so you know. So that's what I'm stamping today. Okay, so notebooks first. So let's get the X and Y intercepts notes out of the way, because that's the least fun part. Okay, everybody. So the x-intercept, right underneath it, put where a graph crosses the x-axis. And then come over here and make sure that you label an x on your x-axis. You guys know these vocab words already, x-intercept and y-intercept? Okay. Where a graph crosses the y-axis, and make sure to label a y. And those are the words definitions. But for the x-intercept, you want to let y equal 0, and you're going to do like a function machine with y equaling 0. And so you're going to get a number, comma 0 in a coordinate. For the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0, and you're going to get 0, comma something in a coordinate. Okay, so what I do is I make like 2 arrows coming off of my equation. This is the equation of a line. It's just in standard form instead of slope intercept form. We've been working in slope intercept. The only good thing about standard form is that you can do the x and y intercepts easily. Okay, so we're going to start here. X-intercept, let y equal 0. Okay, so you're going to take your equation and you're going to put a 0 in the y spot. 3x plus 6 times 0 equals 24. This part is 0, so 3x equals 24. Divide by 3 on both sides. X equals 8. Okay, and then below that, notice that x is 8 and y is 0, so put 8, comma 0. And then count yourself over to 8, comma 0. Okay, now in this arrow, we're going to find the y-intercept where x is 0. So we're going to put a 0 in the x spot this time. And this part is 0, so 6y equals 24. Divide by 6, y equals 4. And in this case, x is 0 and y is 4, so x, y. 0, 4, and then depends on how much you care about it being perfectly straight. Draw your line. And when you have your notes all situated, you can put your notebook away because we're done with that. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple of the slope puzzle problems just to get you guys started in your groups. Find this page in your packet. And then what I want you to do after you find this page in your packet, dump out all of your puzzle pieces into the center of the table. And I want you guys to find number 1. So find problem number 1. There's a triangle with a number 1 problem on it. So search around the pieces till you find number 1. And it looks like this. Number 1, 5, 5, and negative 1, 2. Okay, what you're going to do is take this is problem number 1, and you're going to put it in your box. And then you're going to label it x1, y1, x2, y2. And if you need to, put the slope formula we learned yesterday up at the top of the page. You can refer back to it through the sheet. Okay, so slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And this is negative 3 over negative 6. Okay, first thing you need to know is 2 negatives make a positive. And then what does 3 over 6 reduce to? 1/2. Okay, so 1/2. Okay, so now search through your puzzle pieces to find the one that says m equals 1/2. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to put m equals 1/2 up next to problem 1. So you're going to match up the sides of the triangles like that. So the problem is here and the answer is here. Are you with me so far? Okay, the next problem we're going to do is number 17 because that is connected to this. And when you have a table, literally, so go down to box number 17. When you have a table, I just write the first two parts of the table. So I'm going to go 8, 10, 12, 15. You guys see where I got that from? Does everybody see where I got it from? Okay, and I'm just lazy. I just write down the first two because you only need two to be able to find the slope. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is my little Amazon arrows. I'm going to go, okay, this is going up 4. And this is going up 5. Okay, and then remember, slope is change in y over change in x. Listen. No, no, no. M is fine, or slope equals is totally fine. Okay. And then find the piece of the puzzle that has m equals 5 over 4. Okay, and then put the 5 over 4 so that it lines up with number 17. And then can you tell what problem you're going to do next? Number 15. Okay, and when you do the whole thing, it's going to make a shape. So the dotted thing, I think, is an edge of the shape, but I think it's all going to fit together and make like a puzzle. Okay, now I understand that you're working really well together and it's awesome and you're doing it, but if you could please flip the page over because the homework is the slope digital escape and I want to make sure I start you off on that and then I'm just going to let you work on stuff the whole rest of the period. So find this page, which is right after the slope puzzle page. Okay. So this is the digital escape. I just want to make sure we all see what to do here. So on this particular one, you just make a little triangle in your mind, right? And then it's rise over run. Can you guys tell what the height is of my triangle that I would draw in? 2, yeah, and then 1. So 2 over 1 equals 2. So what I want you guys to do to show work for when you have a graph, literally just write m equals 2 over 1 equals 2. That's plenty of work to show for that. Okay, and then what answer would that be? C? Everybody good? Okay, for number 2, can you guys tell what the slope is from that table? Yeah, it's going down 3 each time. When it's a table, just say what the slope is. Because it's going down 3, down 3, down 3. So that would be A. And then for number 3, you can use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Do you guys understand? Okay, so the puzzle is the classwork. The digital escape is the homework. As soon as you finish the puzzle, let me come over and check it and stamp it, and then work on the digital escape in your groups. Everybody good? Okay.